Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube? Now, we had a very underwhelming first week with Tommy Devito as the quarterback, but I just wanted to take a look at it, show you all what I'm seeing here on tape. Now, this is Tommy DeVito's first throw. We're going to be going in order, and on this first play, he's going to get a blitz. This is essentially, I mean, they're sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're sending 6 guys. So this means that Tommy DeVito has either got to audible to a play where he's got something quick, or Tyrone Tracy has got to block the right guy. And it just ends up not being enough people. And this is what we get. So take a look here. I'll freeze it. You get a free rusher coming off the right side. You don't have the tight end in the block. And Tyrone Tracy is helping out here because you got him swimming through. So you kind of need Tracy's help there. But nonetheless, Tommy DeVito realizes that he's got a guy coming off this side, you know, completely free. So he's taking a look here at Wandale, and he's taking a look at the tight end, but neither one of them are open. Now, you can make an argument that this ball should go to the tight end or go to Wandale, but you got this guy jumping in his face. He doesn't want this ball right here to go to Wandale and get batted. And, I mean, he may not see this tight end here. But if he does, that's where the ball should have probably gone. But I can't really fault him here for this sack here. It kind of happened really pretty quickly. So Tommy DeVito isn't going to be our quarterback of the future. So I'm going to take some of these plays and just kind of show you some things that I think Dable probably screwed up on. This play has been so heavily used that teams are starting to sniff it out. So take a look here at Lavonte David. Now he's, I mean, borderline Hall of Fame linebacker, if not Hall of Fame linebacker. He's been a Pro Bowl level linebacker for the last decade plus. And he's going to take a look at Theo Johnson here on this tight end screen, and he knows it's coming all the way. You're going to see him make connections or just pretty much run around our guard here, and he's just running directly towards Theo Johnson. He's not even looking at anybody but Theo Johnson. Not looking at anybody but Theo Johnson. So before this play is even run, Lavonte David has it shut down. All right, so we get interesting play design here. You're going to have all of these guys around the line of scrimmage. All of these, well, including him. So everyone is around the line of scrimmage. You have 3 guys. You got 2 corners and a safety. Antoine Winfield Jr. is a very good safety. Very good safety. He's going to immediately be running underneath here. And that's like the worst arrow ever. But he's immediately going to be running underneath here to take away anything that's happening on this side. And then you're going to have, they're going to show like 6 people are blitzing. I think he drops back, and he pretends that he blitzes, and then he drops back. So essentially what you're getting is, I don't even know what to call it because it's not necessarily cover 3. You could call it cover 3 and just say that the safety is kind of doing whatever he wants because he's a great Pro Bowl safety. But other than that, you're going to have 3 people drop back here. And you got 2 guys dropping deep here. And you got him helping out with these 2 receivers over there. So essentially, this is just bait. This is just bait to see Tommy DeVito, see this blitz coming, try to check this down quickly, try to throw this quickly to one of these receivers. And Antoine Winfield being able to either come up and make a tackle or come up and make an interception. So that's essentially what's happening here. And we'll just take a look as everything I described starts to happen. So you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in coverage. It made it seem like it'd only be 3. And he's throwing this to Wandale Robinson, and he's getting upended. So this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense played Tommy DeVito the same way that they played Daniel Jones, which is nothing deep is going to happen because they're not trying to get the ball deep. We're going to dare them to throw it deep and just crowd the line of scrimmage. Now, my problem here with Tommy DeVito and maybe Brian Dable is that Malik Neighbors is not the first read here. Why is Wandale Robinson consistently the first read in these plays? Take a look at the bottom of your screen and take a look at Malik Neighbors. Take a look at him and see that there's a play to be made there. If that ball goes to Malik Neighbors, he maybe catches this, and there are so much Buccaneers players everywhere else but here that if he makes Jabel Dean miss, he could turn and score a touchdown. And I say this a lot about Malik Neighbors. He should be looked at as a target on every single play. He should be your first read. So the ball should have gone here instead of to Wando Robinson for like 5-6 yards and him getting literally upended. The ball should have gone here, less people around, more room to make plays for Malik Neighbors. I mean, make this defender make a one-on-one tackle with him. Here we go again. You got Malik Neighbors on a drag, and he's going to be wide open, yet this ball goes to Eric Gray on a swing pass. And it's understandable why Malik Neighbors is frustrated. It's understandable. Because look at this. The guy is literally wide open on a drag route. I mean, as a number one receiver, this is about as open as you're going to ever be in the NFL. You want these plays to go to you so you can make plays after the catch. But how many times this year have we seen Malik Neighbors running right in front of the quarterback and not getting the football? Instead, we're throwing checkdowns, contested checkdowns to Eric Gray, where he's immediately going to get touched. And you just see Malik Neighbors' body language. He's just like, I mean, I just can't get a ball. I just can't get a ball to save my life. All right, so this is a pretty well-designed play. You're going to get Theo Johnson on this little crosser here. And you're going to get two deep crossers. I think this is Slayton here. Malik Neighbors there. And they're going to clear things out for Theo Johnson. It's an easy play action pitch and catch to the tight end. Easy stuff there to Theo Johnson. He's got a ton of space. I just want to just see him just continue to do what he's doing, which is just catch this ball, be physical. The guy goes for his legs because, I mean, that's what you're stuck doing. Eventually, Theo will find some kind of way to combat these guys going at his legs, but this is what we want to see from him. So Todd Bowles put out a lot of defensive coverages out on tape this past weekend, and they're going to get Winfield back here. It looks like a single high safety look. It looks like, hey, Malik Neighbors has a single high look. Darius Slayton has a single high look. So I'm going to one of those guys. It looks like it's very easy. You know, it's very easy. It should be a one-on-one shot deep downfield. But actually what happens is this is an inverted kind of cover too. So you have your slot corner dropping to this flat here. You got him dropping to the middle of the field. And then you got this guy dropping here. So you essentially get a cover two. You essentially get a cover two. He's just playing normal cover two here. The rest of these guys are playing normal coverage. But you're going to see this rotation here. He's going to drop here. He's going to drop here. Easy stuff there. So take a look at Malik Neighbors at the bottom of your screen. He's going to get an inside release. And essentially, he's not even running a corner, but he just kind of takes this go route and just turns it into sort of a mini corner route, uses the field to his advantage. And Tommy Devito puts a nice throw there in the middle of that cover too. Beautiful throw. Perfect, exactly where it needs to be. If we could hit these on a regular basis, teams would not play us the way that they play us, which is like no respect at all for the deep ball. All right, so what you have on this play is a single high safety again. And this time, and again, they don't know if they're going to go back to that same coverage. So nice stuff from Todd Bowles. But what you have here is this single high safety. And this is just going to be single high man coverage. He's manned up against Theo Johnson. Once he stays in the block, he just goes after the quarterback. Other than that, like I said, man across the board, single high safety there. And Malik Neighbors is going to have all this space here. And the corner just plays over the top of him. So guess what? We go right to that back shoulder. Nice throw there from Tommy. Beautiful stuff there. I do think that, you know, they kind of wanted to bait us into trying to take this deep shot, because if you take a look at the coverage here, he's pretty much in a good spot if you're talking about going over the top, and you got the safety rotating over. But nice back shoulder throw there from Tommy DeVito. And they end up, I mean, it looks like a drop almost the way I just played that, but this ended up being a catch and moving the chains. So Malik has got to figure out how to hold on to the ball, whether it be a fumble or a drop. He's got to figure out how to hold on. All right, so remember I said Malik Neighbors should be the first read every single play. So he's going to have a nice route here where he's going to be wide open. Not wide open, but there's a window to hit him there. And I don't blame DeVito for not hitting him, because the tight end is very, very much open. But if you're looking to Malik Neighbors as the first read on every play, then this is a completion for a big game. Boom, right there. Now, as he's throwing it underneath to the tight end, Malik Neighbors is breaking open. If this is thrown with anticipation, he's catching it right about now. And who knows? I mean, he's got one man to beat. And it's so frustrating that we have not seen Malik Neighbors in a situation yet where he's got one man to beat. He's going to have 1,000 yards this year, and we have not seen one game-breaking play so far from Malik Neighbors, which is crazy to think about. We have not seen him even score a touchdown that was more than, I think, maybe 30 yards. But this is a chance that he could have had for a huge play. Again, I don't really fault DeVito because the tight end was this wide open. I mean, you can't be mad at that. But at the same time, if he's looking downfield, that's a completion right there to Malik. And it's not because he's throwing it to the tight end. I'm sure some people will say anybody can grab steals and break down. Look, take a look here at Zero. Zero does not have the depth there. And that would be a nice catch there from Malik Neighbors. This is the same theme right here. You're going to see Malik Neighbors run right through this defense on this kind of inside kind of seam route from the slot. And I mean, anytime you're putting your number one wide receiver on this part of the field, it's because he should be the number one option. He's as close to the quarterback as you can be as a receiver. And why are you not looking for Malik? Why are you not looking for him? The ball should be out right there. The ball should be out right there, and the ball should be right around here. He should be catching this, and he should be splitting these safeties and scoring a touchdown. That should be a walk-in touchdown there for Malik Neighbors, and we just don't get the ball there. Instead, we get another pass to Eric Gray. That's twice that Malik Neighbors has been open, and instead we're throwing the ball to Eric Gray. And just take a look here. Take a look at this part of the screen here as things unfold. You're gonna see Malik Neighbors just throw his hands up. Like he's just throwing his hands up like, really? All right, so I wanted to give him some props here. This was a really nice throw from Tommy DeVito, where he's got a guy in the slot, Wan'Dale Robinson, and the ball is delivered on time, right in that spot. Trusted his receiver, put it where it needed to be, and it's just a nice throw. So in this play, it's kind of frustrating because you get exactly what you want here. You get exactly what you want. You get this corner to come bite down, and maybe I should change colors there, but you all get the point. You get this corner to bite down on this out route. You get him to bite down on that out route, and you don't hit Slayton over the top. That's just frustrating right there. You get a pump fake, and then Slayton is wide open. And some people say he had to take off here, but guess what? He reset, and he just ended up taking off. But if you take a look, right after you pump fakes, he should be throwing it to Slayton. And I don't even think he had to pump fake. This corner is so flat-footed that Slayton is going to score either way. He's so flat-footed that ball is going to score. And that's just one thing I've noticed as far as the Giants quarterback play that has been subpar, is that we're not able to recognize when guys aren't in position to make plays. We're not able to recognize that, where a guy might be flat-footed and your guy is a 4-3 guy running full speed, and, we're just not throwing it. But he ends up taking off, so he gets a good amount of yards, and this should have been a touchdown, but he got grabbed up, he got hemmed up. And I'm only going to mention his name once. This is a play that I think Daniel Jones probably would miss that first read for that touchdown, but I also think Daniel Jones scores right here. I think he's barreling over anybody. He's not getting arm tackle right there. I think Daniel Jones is easily scoring right there. But, you live and you learn. He's a third-string guy. So there is a lot more I could show you, but essentially you get the point. He missed a lot of opportunities. He made a couple of nice throws, made a couple of nice reads. But at the end of the day, just as Daniel Jones was, he's a limited quarterback. For the Daniel Jones brigade, I'm sure you were happy to see this, but this does not prove that Daniel Jones was a good quarterback. It just proves that we have bad quarterbacks. If Daniel Jones wasn't good and these guys are his backups, I mean, you can see how that works out. So we all love DeVito. He gave it his all. He's doing all he can, but it's a lot more satisfying to watch guys miss reads and miss plays when they're not getting paid $40-something million a year. Let's see how DeVito continues to play. I have seen things saying that he's got some soreness in his forearm, so he may not be somebody that plays this upcoming week. So we'll keep an eye on that. But other than that, game one of DeVito in the books. It is what it is there. I hope he continues to play like this because it'll get us the pick that we need. And if you're interested in finding out what I think about the state of the Giants the last decade, check this video out here.